Okay, in this video, we're going to use all the knowledge that we've got around the electrolysis of aqueous solutions, but also you notice in here there's electrolysis of a molten ionic compound as well. Okay, it's going to be challenging. Hopefully, the way I've put the table together will help you to work your way through it. I'm going to do the first one as an example, then I'm going to leave you to have a go at the others, and then I'll put the answers up so you can then check your work against the answers. Okay, so the first one says we want to look at the electrolysis taking place of copper chloride aqueous, and here we've got the formula of the ionic compound. So the first job is to identify the ions involved. To help me to do this, I'm going to put the cations and the anions on either side of this table. Okay, so in the ionic compound CuCl2, I have got copper ions, Cu2+, and I've got Cl- ions. Okay, then the fact it's aqueous means I've also got to think about the fact that there's water present, and water, if you remember, makes H+ and OH- ions. So I've got two cations, two anions to consider at the cathode and at the anode. Okay, let's deal with the cathode first. Now remember, the cathode is where the cations go, and I've got two of them, Cu2+ and H+. And now I need to think about which one of these is going to react first. So if I go back to my reactivity series, you can see here that there is hydrogen and there is copper, and therefore hydrogen is more reactive than copper, and we know at the cathode it's the least reactive that goes first, so the copper ions are going to be the first ones to react. So at the cathode I will have my Cu2+ ions reacting. What will they do? They will pick up 2 electrons to form Cu. The type of reaction this is, well, copper ions are gaining electrons, so this is reduction, and the product, what is produced, is copper because we've got Cu. Okay, so that's the first reaction done at the cathode. Now let's go back to the anode, and this, remember, is where the anions go to. Now I've got to remember here is the one that reacts first is the simplest formula. So here I've got a formula containing 1, here I've got a formula containing 2 parts. So it's going to be the chloride ion that is going to react first, and that's going to form chlorine, and it will release an electron to do that. Chlorine we know is diatomic, so it's got to be 2 of those, therefore I need 2 ions, and it will release 2 electrons. The fact it's losing electrons means this reaction is oxidation, and the product of this reaction will be Cl2, chlorine gas will be produced at the anode. Okay, so that's my first example. You now can have a go at the other parts of this, and as I said, I'll put a video up with the answers in so you can check your work against the answers. Good luck.